and I expect them to play really well here.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
Against the pass, they're toward the middle of the league, number 15 in the NFL.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down and 3rd down defense.
And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And he will not make it. They stop him short of the 1st down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Trenton Simpson in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. From the 50, it's gone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
This is fielded inside the 5.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, the catch made by Mitchell. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And Jackson throwing once more.
Checks this one down. It's Mitchell.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
1st down, here's Mitchell. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes at that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A handoff from Mitchell running left.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Jackson to Andrews on that one. First down, Baltimore.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
You talk about this Lions defense.
They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 11. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10.
Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs.
And he's going to lose yardage here, back to his own 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Another run for Gibbs here.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Goff.
That's into the hands of Khalif Raymond.
And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions 7, Ravens nothing.
From the 35, here's the 2nd and 8.
Jackson, options out left. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions 30. It's a gain of 35.
What a run there. I mean, you got speed, elusiveness, escapability, all rolled into one.
And we all know that quarterbacks are coached. They get the ball to the...
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now it's Jackson.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
They'll run the screen with Mitchell.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot if that's what they want to do.
And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they've got themselves a 7-0 lead here, but that, you recall, was a defensive touchdown, so still nothing as of yet for this offense.
Well, they're happy to have the lead. We got to cut them a little bit of slack. It's still early enough, just a couple of drives so far, but if this one goes nowhere, those adjustments that we talk about, they shouldn't wait for halftime. They should go ahead and start working on them right now.
This is 2nd and 8.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 62 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On third down, Jackson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Not many boos just yet from this home crowd, but they may be starting soon, as I'm starting to detect an uneasy murmur through this crowd. This offense, they've been lifeless in this first half. And now here's another punting situation and a fourth down.
46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So have we?
He's got a man complete. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, you talk about just coming in and completely seizing momentum. They can go up 21-0 here. We haven't even hit halftime.
And the other part of this, you can start to feel the unrest here in the stadium. I think these fans are saying, what hit us? And this isn't about fantasy points. This is about rooting their team on.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here, because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to... Touchdown! Rashad Bateman, 75 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Justin Tucker lining up for the extra point.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one. Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Gone. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Trenton Simpson. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. The pressure that time right up the middle, and he was able to wiggle in there pretty easily and get the sack.
Yeah, sometimes you end up getting caught in a little bit of a breakdown about who to block up front, and that creates the gap there, and he took full advantage, got to the quarterback, and finished off the sack.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd down and long.
Goff now to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack.
Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's fielded at the 45. Now a hit and a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer and put your defense in a bad spot.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, CD, you know, sometimes you don't need those complicated game plans or the added wrinkles. Last time, now you think about it, couldn't have been any simpler. 1 play, 1 pass, touchdown.
I know those coaches put a lot of work into this game plan, but I don't think they mind possessions like that at all. They just save those calls for this possession instead.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 5. Try the right side with Mitchell.
Room here to run. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
45 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
Into the hands of Perry, complete.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They run over center with Mitchell.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff.
Throw caught by Raymond.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, here's Goff. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A good pickup.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here.
Here's Goff. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Now a play fake, and it's Goff.
That's complete to Laporta.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds here. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the deep. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Jackson to throw.
And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
Screen play setting it up for Mitchell.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a look.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Lions force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
Stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ravens 14.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Play action. It's Goff.
And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a first down. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And able to give one man the slip there as he works his way forward for about 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Jalen Phillips, the edge man on the tackle.
Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free, they need to get some takeaways as well.
Louis.
They'll try the air now with Goff. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone is at a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
A toss out right to Gibbs.
He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
54 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Goff now looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he is out of bounds here. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Play action. Now Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews.
Look at the big man rumble.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 75 yards.
And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch, I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He's airing it out for Williams.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Gibbs straight ahead.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here comes third down and 7.
A shotgun snap for Goff.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis.
And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one, because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell.
Pushing through the contact. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
On to give. Here's Gibbs.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Goff. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Goff and Williams hooking up there for a Lions first.
And that pickup of a first down,
That's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this will probably get away from them.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
They'll fake the give. Now gone. They'll roll him out right. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to enter the pocket and go.
And the tackle by Kalen Barnes.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On second down, Montgomery. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Now gone.
He gets this out wide to Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
It's David Ojabo there for the tackle.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Goff now looking to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this will remain a one-touchdown game. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a one-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores.
Real quick.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And still just down one score. We'll see how big of a role that missed field goal plays because it, of course, could have pushed this to a 2-possession deficit for them.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And now the rookie's free. Now he's into the clear again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Goff's throw going into the hands of Williams. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
Fights through, and now a crease. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Here's Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 21. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Goff rolling to his right, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Ojabo has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Now it's gone. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Lions Ravens are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth.
Second down, goal to go. Again, it's Gibbs.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Goff going to keep it himself. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Lions 42, Ravens 35.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Report.
Here's Jackson. Connects with Duvernay. Finding room at midfield.
And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield.
But this offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Here's second down.
13.
Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical third down here.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up fourth.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield.